I have a lot of patterns, and patterns are something that I really love. I don't entirely know why, but I do. I love people's pattern collections. So today we're gonna have a nice chill video. I'm gonna go through my patterns. I'm gonna talk about either what they were used for or what I intended to use them for if they haven't been used yet. There may be a few comments thrown in for some of them here and there, but I'm gonna try and keep everything as quick as we can because we got a lot to go through. So let's just get started right now and see some freaking patterns. Burda number 2479. This is very, very old. I used this to make my Emma Swan red gown dress, which didn't turn out the best, but that's fine. I used to only have access to a sewing store that sold exclusively Burda, so for a while that's all I worked on. I don't love them. 6268, unused. I believe I bought this with the intent of doing some sort of Disney dress, but haven't yet. Who knows if I will ever actually use this one for that. Number 6814. I bought this to make a Nick Wilde shirt when we were originally going to print his shirt pattern. We ended up just buying one, and this has gone unused since, and I can't see myself particularly ever using it. I don't make a lot of men's clothes. 6923. I went through an obsession with tank tops and making tank tops. I'm not entirely sure why, and I just bought 100 different tank top patterns, but I made one and it didn't look great, so I didn't make any more. 6925. Again, in the tank top phase, I bought this one to have as an option, even though it's more of like spaghetti straps. Unused, and at this point I really don't see myself using it. 7051, part of that tank top phase once more, unused. I don't know if I will ever actually do it, but I like this one better than the one previous, so it's more likely. 7054, this one was bought because I am obsessed with making cute dresses, especially for Disney, so I bought it as an option again. Haven't used it. It's a cute one, I like it. I probably will eventually, just haven't gotten around to it, and as I said, Burda isn't my favorite, so I don't always pick them first when I'm making stuff. 7088, I used this as the base for my new 52 Harley Quinn top, which actually turned out pretty decently considering my skills at the time. I was proud of what I did. This one was easy enough to follow. I don't mind this pattern at all, and I ended up modifying the shape to fit what Harley needed, so I was pleased with it at the time, no complaints. 7156, I think I bought this with the intention of it being Harley Quinn's top when I was making that new 52, and realized that this is in fact a proper under corset, not a fashion corset, not really gonna work for my purposes, but I kept it because I knew that corsets would probably come in handy, and I mean even the underclothes I could use one day. 4574, this is a giant pirate Robin Hoodie blouse. I bought this with the pirate that I am currently making, intending to size it down. Realized it is massive and very, very hard to size down, so I bought a new one. So this will probably not go very used in my collection because, again, I don't make men's stuff. 5662. This is also what I'm using to build my pirate right now. This is the vest that I turned into like a lady's bodice. I love this pattern. It was super easy to work with, super easy to put together. Looks great for what I'm using it for, so I'm crazy happy with it, and I do recommend it if you're looking for like a piratey bodice. It looks really grandma-y with the pattern she has on, but it's great. 5572. I don't know why I have this one. I don't think I've used it. Oh, I made Matthew some ducky pajama pants once, and I used this pattern to do it. That's why I have it. It has been used. They turned out so great. I loved those pajama pants. 5682, a jean pattern. I really don't know what I use this for. It definitely has been used. It's cut out. I have never made jeans, so obviously I was just using the shape, but I honestly in no way could tell you what for. 5748, this really cute retro dress. Use this for my Peter Pan dress for Disney bounding. Super easy pattern to follow. Loved it. It looks great on, so I definitely recommend it as one if you're into making retro style dresses. I would love to use it again someday on something cute, but I have yet to do so. 5926, I had intended to use this to make my Oron High School blazer. I thought this would be perfect for it, and then I went, ha 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 ha, I'm not making a blazer, and I bought one online instead. But it's a cute little jacket pattern. I could see myself making something out of it one day, maybe. B5982, technically it has been used. I bought this to make a dress for a group cosplay that we all needed the same style of dress. The dress is made and sewn downstairs and it's fine. The pattern's fine, works nice. I don't know if it'll ever see the light of day though, so there you go. B6167. I'm gonna warn you guys now, I love retro patterns. You are going to see that. I use this to make myself a strawberry print dress. It was fine. It turns out I'm not a huge fan of that like ruffly or whatever they call it bodice thing up there. But the pattern worked fine and it honestly wasn't too bad to follow. So maybe I'll try it again with a different fabric and I'll like it better. Who knows? 6284. I have not used this yet, bought because it was on clearance and it is a super cute retro again. Love it. And one day I'll make something out of it, probably. 6318, unused, bought for the same reason as the last one. I want to make retro dresses. I have a Peter Pan fabric that I think this would be so cute with like an alternate color belt. Unfortunately, the skirt just needs too much fabric and I don't have enough. So it'll have to go into being something else. But this is one that I really love the look of, so I will definitely be making it into something one day. 6323, bought because it was on clearance, but also it is a very cute dress. This is what is going to replace the previous dress with the Peter Pan fabric. I'm gonna make it this instead because the skirt isn't quite as big and with less up top, you need a little less fabric. So I'm gonna have like just enough, probably. 6339, bought because I needed to make a fancy waistcoat for another matching cosplay that will probably never see the light of day. The waistcoat turned out great though, and this pattern, I'm gonna admit, was a huge pain. I don't love it, but I could figure it out and I was a lot less experienced at the time, so it's not too bad. I don't like making fancy stuff. It's a pain in the butt. 6400, bought because they're cool looking jackets and I could probably use them one day. It has gone unused so far, but who knows? I love them. I love these kind of military style jackets, so I'll maybe get around to it one day. 6454, bought because it was on clearance and it's a retro dress. I have a type. I have no plans for this. I don't know what I would make out of it. If you've got any ideas, let me know and I'll do it. But yeah, it was $6 and it's cute, so you know, why not? Number 34, I use this to make my little Kristoff apron dress outfit. Do not love this pattern. I am not sure how anything else works of their company because it's the only one I've used, but I think they could do a little better designing them personally. Number 37, bought because the Cut Sew had a deal when you bought 2 at the booth while we were at convention, and I thought, sure, maybe one day I'll want to make my own OG pants. I do love OG, it's very cool. Then I realized how much I didn't like the apron dress thing, and I don't know if I'll ever make one of their patterns again. Lizette, which I've got under the L's, it's by Butterick, but they put a big L at the top, so that's what it is for me. Number 6358. This is the pattern that I used to create my Mara swimsuit, Bombshell Mara. I don't love making swimsuits and I don't really ever want to do it again, but it worked well enough for its purposes and it's a cute little swimsuit if I was into making such things more often. This is number 2096. I bought this pattern with the intent of making a no flutter Sailor Moon. I was gonna do Venus and I needed the bustles out the side. I have not done that. May still one day. I've always been obsessed with those designs and I've got this little pattern to help. So we'll see, but it's cute. I hate that it's such a big, massive pattern. It doesn't like to fit in with everything else properly. 5186. This was used for my Rapunzel in Flynn Rider's outfit. We used one of these as the base vest and then modified it to look more like Flynn's. It was a good pattern. I enjoyed following it and I liked making the vest. I love vests. Number 6173. I used this to make Spinelli's leggings, and when I put them on, they were really huge, even though I followed exactly the pattern. And then I realized that I had the large, extra large size, so I went back and I bought the small to medium size, the one underneath, and then those became Gaz leggings and a few leggings after. Anytime you see me wearing really tight, like spandexy stuff, like basically leggings, I've used this pattern. It's phenomenal and I super recommend it. I love it. 6231. It is possible my grandmother gave this to me because I have never purchased pajama or robe patterns like this, and it looks like it's been used. And I know she made some pajamas for family once, so that's potentially where it came from. But if I ever want to make a robe, I have the option, I guess. 6843. These became the pants for my Flynn Rider Rapunzel outfit. I don't like making jeans. I don't ever want to make anything with a fly or anything fancy. So if I can get away with elastic waistband pants, I'm gonna do it. These were perfect. They are super comfortable. They're long and they're a little baggy. So when you tuck them into the jeans, you get that cool little poof that you're supposed to get with his pants. These were friggin' perfect, and I can't wait till I get to use them again for something. Don't make things with flies, it's stupid. M6886. I use this for Gaz's dress as well as my Natasha Romanoff from the Hawkeye comics look. It's an easy enough pattern, not super fancy. I used non-stretchy materials with it, which I would not recommend. They never went on very well. I had to fight with it, but we got there in the end. 6893, that little pink under part of the third view there became the Tinkerbell dress that I wear. I definitely did not make it longer before giving it points, which was my bad. But otherwise, this pattern was nice. It was easy to follow. It fit really, really well, so I like it. Maybe one day I'll make a proper Tinkerbell that fits. Purchased to make myself shorts, which I did. They became my space shorts. And this is actually the pattern that I used to make Steve Harrington's scoop shorts as well. I just sized it up and it turned out great. So you'd be surprised what works for you. 6941. I bought this for the skirt part underneath the blue there. I was making a Disney villain and she needs a long but full skirt, so I thought this would work nice. Turns out it is massive and was too big for the fabric, so I didn't end up making that or using the pattern once I'd cut the pieces out. But if I ever need a really big long skirt, I have this, which is the only thing I'd use it for. I can't see myself ever using the top parts or anything else. 6956. Not used for anything and bought because I like cute dresses. Literally that's it. I intend to one day make myself something out of this, probably with the A or B look more than any of the others, but it's so cute and I can't wait to have something with it. 7081. For the same reason, I like cute dresses. She looks like she's having so much fun in that dress, and I want to have that much fun in that dress. 7083. This dress pattern became both my Gabby Gabby dress and my old school dress that I made for grown-up Sally from Peanuts. Very cute, very simple to use. I love this pattern. I love the Peter Pan collar, so I may one day also make myself just a dress to wear out of this. Who knows? I have a lot of dress patterns to go through. 7121. This one is unused. Bought because it's got that red and black one on the front, and I was like, oh, maybe one day I could use this for something Harley Quinn. It's got the pre-ready measurements for it in a dress. I don't know if it'll ever actually become something, but there she is. 7176. I've had this for a long time. Some of the straps in here became straps for my Zombie Hunter Peter Pan outfits. It's a good pattern, got lots of stuff in there, little thigh holsters and things, so if you need straps, or at least to base something off it because you don't know how to make it up on your own completely, this is a really, really good one. I haven't done the hats it comes with. I don't know if I'll ever make a hat. 7188. Bought because it is a cute dress and I want to wear it one day. So this is more of a basic type dress for myself if I ever get tired of making retro ones, when I actually get around to making all the retro ones. 7197. Just like I had a tank top kick, I went through a skirt kick where I just wanted to make a whole bunch of skirts, and I did actually make a couple of them, which was nice. This one became my Avengers skirt with blue fabric I bought down at Joann's. It was really cute. Didn't have the best waistband. I didn't do a great job, so unfortunately I don't wear it. But it's a nice pattern and I'll use it again, and maybe I'll get more of that Avengers fabric and redeem myself. 7217. This was the first bodysuit pattern I ever purchased, and I hate it. It became my Natasha Romanoff bodysuit, as well as the base for building my Zombie Hunter Peter Pan bodysuit, which wasn't a great idea because it's built for stretch, but whatever. The underboob line in this thing is the worst. I think it's horrific, and I don't like it that it's like leg tubes, so I don't use this bodysuit pattern anymore. I've got better ones, but at the time it worked for what we needed, and that's great. And it is nice that it has the front zipper. Not every bodysuit has that, so I will give it that. That's a win. 7269. This became my replacement bodysuit pattern, and I love this. This became Miraculous Ladybug. This has become both of my Harley Quinn bodysuits that I've made. This, weirdly enough, became Beach Loki with a little bit of resizing. I love this pattern. If you need a bodysuit, I super recommend it. It's been great to me. 7271. Bought because it was on clearance for $3. I don't ever intend to be the fairy godmother, and I don't know what I could use it for, but big gowns are never a bad thing to have. They happen. 7320. This has been used. I was making a wedding gown for a character in a movie that is still hanging on my work in progresses hanger. It's actually a nice pattern. I didn't mind it at all. It wasn't difficult, and it works quite well. 7340. This is an okay bodysuit pattern. I bought it because I was making a Nightwing for a male friend. Didn't end up ever finishing that or going through, but it was nice to try something different, something new. It's better than the woman's bodysuit pattern, I gotta be honest, but I still don't love it. 7352. This became my Christmas elf dress, and I love this dress pattern. It's called the tissue fitting method, where you're supposed to bend and shape the tissue paper. I didn't do that. If you do that and it works, that's awesome, but I just built it kind of the way it is, and it worked out great. 7355. Bought because it was on clearance for $3. I don't know, it's cute. I would never wear a crop top fancy dress like this, but the skirts could definitely be usable for something on their own, which is probably what I intended. 7397. Yaya Hands glove and boot cover pattern. I've only ever used this for gloves, and only 2 of the options she has. I've never tried any of the leg stuff, but I do love this pattern. It works very well. Way easier than trying to put together traditional gloves, although stretch gloves are their whole separate pain in the butt. But this one's great. It really redeemed the bodysuit pattern, I felt, and every time I need to make a glove, I use it now. 7439. Also bought during my skirt kick. The one the model is wearing is what I made, and I made it into a Tinkerbell skirt, which is really cute, but quite tight, so I would like to make it again one day and help it fit. But it's an easy pattern, and the one that I made was super cute, so I'd be happy to try some of these other ones as well. 7455, also a better pattern than the bodysuit. I used this for my Sailor Moon Harley Quinn, which turned out great. You have to obviously do the collar and the hip rolls and the sleeve puffs and that stuff on your own. I also used the bottom pleated skirt pattern for my Velma skirt, which worked great. It saved me buying a separate pleated skirt pattern. 7493, used for my Regency Tinkerbell dress and jacket that I am still working on, and because I just love Regency and intend to make myself more Regency outfits. This one is actually pretty easy to follow and works really, really well. I love the way the jacket looks. Dress is great. So if you're into making Regency stuff, I do recommend it. 7494. I own such weird stuff. I use this as the cape pattern for my Power Girl Harley Quinn, and that is literally all it has been used for, and probably all it will be used for. So there you go. 7575. This became the white blouse for my Rapunzel under the vest. This is a great pattern, fits great, not difficult to put together. I think it's really cute as just a blouse if you want to make that for yourself. So definitely would recommend. It again has that tissue fitting method that I did not use. So if you're into that, it's there. 7599. This is so cute, and I cannot wait till I get to use this. I want to use the one with the straps instead of the one that ties, but either way, it's very, very cute. Again, was oh, maybe I'll do with my Peter Pan. Well, except that not enough fabric for the skirts. 7609. Bought because I really like the white version she's wearing on the front, but I will be making that little floral one, obviously not in a floral pattern though, very shortly. I am excited, and I think it is going to be the cutest little outfit, and I'm glad I purchased this 5 million years ago. See? I buy myself things that I think are cute, and then eventually I make them. 7625, bought because it's a cute retro dress. I realize I'm less likely to make myself this one. I don't love it as much as some of the other styles I have, but it is still really adorable, and eventually I might want to just try it for something different. And either way, I have it in my collection. 7626. This has gotten some mileage. I love this pattern. So that little shorts overall outfit became my Wally overalls, which are the cutest friggin' thing. And I loved it so much that I made myself 2 different overall outfits, one with like candy pattern and one that was purple gingham. I love it. I might make the dress one day too. I think that would be super cute, but I'll probably be more likely to just make myself 100 different overall rompers because I love them. 7719. This just became my little girl gang, punk Alice, whatever you want to call her. I don't love this pattern. I don't know if the other views would be better. I just know the one I made did not sit well on my chest, and I didn't love that. So if you got a bigger chest, I'm warning you about that one at least. 7735, bought because it's on clearance for $3. I don't know Outlander, I have never watched it. I don't particularly care about Outlander, but I thought having a big skirt pattern like that would be helpful, and for $3, whatever. So that's why I have her. 7765, potentially also bought for the skirt. Maybe? I honestly have no clue why I specifically own this one. I have literally nothing I would make this into, but it's here now if I want it, I guess. 7821, bought because I intended to make a Captain Hook or female Captain Hook outfit. I ended up making my own vest out of a different pattern, so it'd be more tailored and feminine, but I will be using this for the jacket pattern, and I'm very excited about it. 7972. Bought because it's a cute dress. I think also specifically there's that View D that has a slit up the front, and at the time I was intending to make something that had a slit, and I can't remember what it was now, but I remember very specifically searching for that. So if I ever figure out what that was, what the heck I was planning, I mean, I have this now, I guess. Oh, I know exactly what this was gonna be. I think I was gonna use it to help build Frozen Anna 2. Yeah, because she's got the slit down the front, and I thought this might be one to help at least plan the way I would either line it or fold under or whatever I needed to do. Then I found an actual Frozen 2 Anna pattern online and did not need this one, and now it's just a cute dress. 8131, this one is empty because I am using it right now to build my actual pirate blouse for this outfit I'm doing. It's a super easy pattern. I've enjoyed it other than the fact that the sleeves are so massive that no fabric seems to work with it. But it's, once you get past that hurdle, it's super basic. It's very large, warning you of that now. Be prepared to either size down or trim the waist like crazy. But it works, and that's what's important, right? 8132, this one hasn't been used yet, but bought again because it's Regency. I thought it'd be cute to make myself a different style of dress and jacket eventually. So that's what I will do one day, and it's really cute. I love it a lot. 6457. This dress was first used to make my Luna from Harvest Moon Animal Parade, and it was a lovely pattern. I enjoyed it. I also made myself an Incredibles dress with this, and I like that too. It's just a great pattern overall. I do recommend it. I'm sure I'll make myself more dresses out of this too. I like the way it fits and it's easy to use. 1194. I got this in a pattern trade on Instagram that I did. It's a really cute little party dress. I enjoy it a lot, and I love the way that strap looks. Oh my god. I have no specific plans for what I could make out of this yet. I need to make some sort of fancy party dress eventually. 1210. This became my Anna from Frozen 1 dress. Heavily modified in the bodice. The skirt was fine, I left that alone. It's a good little pattern. I liked it a lot, made making it very, very easy. So I'd like to shout out to Simplicity for putting out Frozen branded stuff for me. I like that. 1459, I got in that same pattern trade. I love this dress so much. I, again, much like that two-tone pink one, have thought about a two-tone greeny one to make like a Peter Pan style thing. I just haven't done it yet. 4070, this is super old from when you could still get Simplicity in Canada. And my grandmother bought this at my request to make my grad dress. I wanted something very specific, and the stores were not going to provide it. So we used that View F, the lace with the pink underneath, though I did not wear pink. I can't tell you how this pattern worked because my grandma made it. I didn't, but it turned out friggin' great and I looked amazing. So shout out to my grandmother. It was awesome. 8160. This became Steve Harrington's sailor uniform top, and it worked like a dream. I love this pattern. I like that I also have an official pleated skirt pattern too if I don't want to have to use yaya hands anymore. This is a great little pattern. The tops are super cute and they fit nice, so anytime I need to make sailor whatever, I'll probably be using this one. 8432. It's pretty easy to figure out. I used this for Bombshell Batwoman, which turned out great. The pattern's definitely quite short, but it's cute and it works. I love it. I didn't use the like pleather-ish type material they've got for the bat logo that's shiny. I kept it all more like a baseball uniform. I do recommend it. Very easy to use. It's great. If you want to be Batwoman, use it. This one was on clearance, which is part of the reason I picked it up, but also it's got that stripe going down one side, which I thought would help me make Evelyn's dress from Incredibles 2 to match Anya at one point. Clearly I haven't done that, and I haven't used this pattern. 1500, this one was definitely just bought because it was on clearance, $6, and it's a cute little like jacket dress thing. I'm into it. Maybe one day I'll put it together. 8311. I bought this to make gloves before Yaya Hands pattern existed, and I hate it. I never want to use it again. The woman when I bought it was very snarky. Was like, oh, gloves are very hard to make, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, well, now I have to succeed. But I will never use these again. Thank you very much. 8643, bought on clearance, and that's why I purchased it. They're cute little aprons. I'm sure aprons will be useful one day. Maybe. 8902, bought because also on clearance. There's some cute dresses in there though. I'd wear a couple of them. I really like the like pointed waistline. That's interesting, I think. Not one of the first dresses I would make for myself, but it's an option I now have. 8972, also bought because it's on clearance. Are you noticing a pattern with Vogue? Pattern. I think I like the other dress pattern better, but this is cute too. Again, it's got an interesting waist, which is why I decided to pick it up. And if I ever find some like funky pattern fabric, I think it'll really work well with it. 8973. This one at least was bought because it was on clearance and because it's a vintage dress, which matches my little brand I got going on. This one's cute. I don't know. I feel like I might look stupid in it when I look at it more. We'll see. I will probably make this like very last if I'm going through all the vintage dresses. But I do like her in her little sun hat. I think that's cute and it's selling me on it a little bit. 8992, also bought because it's on clearance, but it's a really cute jacket thing. I think that would be really, really nice to have for myself. And it does say it's very easy, which I'm into because Vogue is not the easiest patterns to follow. So we'll see. 9097, bought because I needed to make tuxedo pants for that fancy vest I was also creating, which I did successfully do like the side stripe. All of that looked amazing. Again, I came to the fly and it all just fell apart. I also sized down for myself in this too far, forgetting that they're not built to accommodate hips and the pants technically didn't fit right. So it just became this whole fiasco, and I never want to make anything but stretchy pants. I learned my lesson. 9222, never used. Bought because I guess I thought some belt patterns might be useful one day. I don't think I'll ever make a belt, but you know, there's some options if I do. 9255, this cute little vintage pattern that's not a dress, which is a surprise. I did buy this for a specific reason. I have this really cute blue beachy fabric that I purchased, and I intend to make myself one of these retro two-piece sets with it one day. I didn't do it the summer I bought it and have put it off since, but eventually I will create it because I think it'll look so cute. 9273, I don't know. I don't know why I own this. Probably when I was thinking about making vests for somebody, like my fancy vest or from Rapunzel or something needed a vest and I bought it as an option. I don't love these vests. I think they're kind of ugly, so I'll probably never use this one. This is my only non-commercial purchased pattern that I have. This is Anna Frozen 2 dress that I bought off Etsy, and I'll put the name of the seller on screen. I have it separated into 3 bags based on what I would be likely to use. So the cape and the pants are in one bag because I will probably never make that over cape. And instead of making those pants, I actually just used the legging pattern I have again, and that worked great. The dress, the belt, and the shirt that I used are in one pattern because I actually moved those over to tracing paper instead of printing paper. Made it way, way easier. And I changed up the shirt. It was supposed to be attached and I didn't want it to be attached. So that's why we have the separate dress / shirt bag. This is the embroidery pattern I created for Tinkerbell's wings on the back of my Regency Tinkerbell outfit I'm making. Very basic, but worked super well. This is what that vest pattern became. I have actual pattern pieces for the Flynn Rider vest that I made. So if I ever want to suffer and make it again, I have them. This was the Santa hat pattern I used for the little Christmas elf I made. The bottom was not wide enough and I had to like really shove it onto my head, which is why I've written that warning for myself if I ever use it again. The blazer that I purchased for female Crowley did not have red under the collar like he did, so I had to basically trace out the shape of the collar, make a little pattern for it, use that to cut out some red, and then sew it to the collar. So this is the pattern for that. I don't know specifically why I kept it. I can't see myself ever making a red under collar again, but I have it just in case. This just says Santa hat, which I think means it is the one that I used for Christmas Harley Quinn that had her 2 little points coming out of it. This one actually worked way better. If I ever make a Santa hat, I should probably just use this one again. This is what that Burda pattern became. The pieces from my new 52 Harley Quinn top. You can see I even drew the notches on them. Wow, actually, that was probably Steph's influence. I'm gonna be honest, that probably wasn't me. This is my Bombshell Mara swimsuit pieces, again, born from that Lizette pattern. I don't know why I kept this, probably because, I mean, it's just a good idea. I spent the time redrawing it, but again, I will never, ever, 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 ever make myself another swimsuit, I don't think. I hated it. There's little capelet for Power Girl Harley Quinn, born from that other pattern. It was probably one of the better parts of that outfit, which figures. There it is, my old man Loki swimsuit, born from that bodysuit pattern. This one was actually super easy to make from it. I think I just traced it larger and built it the exact same way, but I still love that outfit more than life itself, so I will keep the pattern forever. This is a cheerleader uniform traced from a very retro, like very old pattern that Steph had for a bunch of different types of cheerleading uniforms. There was the intent to do this kind of big group that we have not done, but I still have the traced out pattern, and if I ever need to make this specific type of cheerleading uniform, I have it. All right, this one's a bit of a mix. This became the Black Widow bodysuit, as it clearly says there from Yaya Hands. This also has a bit mixed in there the Peter Pan zombie hunter outfit, because again, they were built from the same remade pattern basically. So I didn't separate them because it's all just one bodysuit. It doesn't necessarily need its own little folder. But yeah, this is what this is. This is the oldest hand drafted one that I have that Steph helped me do back in the day, and it means a lot to me, so I will literally never get rid of it. And that is all of my patterns. It is quite the collection I've amassed over the years. I know this wasn't the most exciting video, but I got the little nugget in my head and I could not get it out. I personally love pattern videos, so that's why we're here. Let me know if you saw any patterns you really loved in here, or maybe patterns that you have used and I haven't yet, and you can tell me about it. And as well, I hope it might have given you some ideas for what you can make with your patterns and see how you can change them a lot. I recommend just trying things out, trying new patterns. It's just so much fun. You don't need to hand draft everything from scratch. That's a huge pain in the butt. Base it off a pattern. So much easier. All right, everybody, thank you so much for watching today. I will see you in the next video. Bye.